This is Roberto Reed here with your winner and new British Lonsdale middleweight champion, Harry McLeman. Harry, how do you feel?
Oh, it's overwhelming. It really is overwhelming. I asked this fight a few times. You know, I asked you personally a few times what in this fight, and you know, thankfully BAMMA gave me the opportunity, and I like to think I grasped it. It was a tough fight.
It was a bit of a back and forth affair. You know, you dominated most of the proceedings. You know, for example, in the first round, you had an arm-in guillotine, I believe.
Yeah.
How tight was that?
Do you know, after a few seconds, I knew it went on. I tried to adjust it a little bit, but I knew it wasn't going anywhere, so I let go, and I just made sure I stay safe on the floor.
Did your opponent, in your opinion, pose any real problems in that fight?
Yeah, big time. You know, he hit hard. He had the best chin I've ever seen on a man I fought, for certain, and he was tough. He was I knew he was well-rounded before the fight, and it was just as tough as I thought. Probably a little bit tougher. You know, I had his back. When I have people's back, I normally submit them. You know, you can see from my previous fights, when I get the back, I normally end the fight. And he didn't go anywhere. I didn't really come close to finishing him. And, you know, he's a tough fight. He's been around a long time, and it was a tough fight for me.
Yeah, well, you dominated proceedings on the ground, but on the feet, you caught him a number of times flush with knees, uppercuts. You know, was that disheartening when you was hitting him flush?
Yeah, maybe. When I need him in the first round, and I thought he was gone, and he didn't even budge. It didn't even look like it hurt him, and I was gobsmacked. I couldn't believe it. The guy's got an absolute iron chin. Let that be known. It's gonna take at middleweight. It's going to take a very big puncher to knock the guy out.
You know, you've just been through a war. We know that. You're now the new British middleweight champion. You know, what would you want to do ideally in terms of the rest of the year? Defend the belt and then move on to what? You know, give us a map.
Stay active first and foremost. Be a true champion. Defend this 3 or 4 times. I want to put my seal on this belt. You know, I want to defend it more than what Jack Marshman did. I want to make this Harry McLeman's belt, not anyone else's. Put my legacy on this belt, and then see what the future holds. You know, it's an exciting time for me. You know, I've been training MMA 3 years. Don't forget that. I've only been training MMA 3 years, and my coach is an absolute genius. Believe it. I've got so much more to give, and you'll be seeing that very soon.
Because you know, that was my next question. You've been training for 3 years. You've come on so far in such a short space of time. You seem to be a new breed of British middleweight, you know, akin to people say, for example, of Luke Barnett, you know, training for a relatively short time, but you've come on leaps and bounds. Kind of go into more depth of how you've managed to achieve that.
Staying focused, not sitting on my laurels. And I've got, like I said, I've got a really good coaching team. I've got one of the best strength and conditioning coaches around. He's Adam Domilowski. He's unknown. The trouble is, when you're in Plymouth, you're a little bit out of the way, and people don't really know what's going on down there. And we've got some fantastic fighters in the Southwest, you know, some really fantastic fighters, and I believe in Danny McMillan we've got probably one of the best coaches in the UK, and I'm not just saying that, he really is one of the best MMA coaches around. He's a black belt under Hoist Gracie. It doesn't get much better than that, and I think we're starting to see it with me, you know, how far I've come, and it's because we've got a fantastic team. I'm very grateful.
Now, because you're right, it seems like the Southwest doesn't get enough recognition because it seems so far from, you know, a lot of the hubs in UK MMA. So it is good. You're almost like the guiding light. You know, you're the poster boy for, you know, the work that's been going on down there. So, you know, on behalf of MMAPLUS, I just want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
And finally, is there anyone you want to thank?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I want to thank my coaches, Danny McMillan, Adam Domilowski, my sponsors, British Fighter, Discount MMA, Jeff at J1 Nutrition, Fighting Therapy, Osteopath, Interseal, and Williamson Electrical. And also want to thank my family, especially my brother and my sister, and my girlfriend there. She's been my rock throughout this. She's been absolutely fantastic.
Well, congratulations again. This is Roberto Reed reporting for MMAPLUS. Well done.
Thank you.